What is good, team? Do what we do. Back with another video from Monday Motivation, and I just want to say thank you so much for all the love and support. This channel is for people who want to continue to get motivated, stay healthy, and continue to stay fit, because health and wellness go together. And then on top of that, financial literacy. I believe that finances are always essential in the life that we plan on living. So with that being said, let's get into it. The topic for today, for Intro to Development Part 2, is that life is one big game. And you see, in the last, month, I've been talking about this, more often, and it's just been clicking for me in the sense that life is one big game, and depending on how we play this game is how we determine the outcome. And now let me explain. For example, when we go to college, right? Not only are you then looking to build yourself through higher education, right? You are, right? And you're working on yourself and you're working on that intrinsic value. But now, predicated upon how you play that game, you're seeking the knowledge for most of the time, I believe, to acquire more money. And now sometimes that's not always the case, right? Sometimes it's not always like that. But the reason why I believe that it is like that is because it's based upon the system that's already been put in place. How many times do you go about in your life and you hear this statement right here? In order to build wealth, we should look to build a business. It's all a part of the game. And then, not to say this is some, conspiracy theory or some hypothetical type of thing. I do believe that every single one of us are within our own story. And every single day as we wake up and we go about our day, which in some people's eyes, it could just be seen as a journey, right? There is certain decisions that will be made as if you have, path A and you have path B, and now you need to make a decision. And in that, I believe is what's so powerful and things to be mindful about is the decisions that you are making in this game that we are playing. And the reason why it's so important and so essential is because depending on the choices that you're made, depending on the choices that you make is what determines then the outcome. And whatever then happens is predicated upon the decisions that you've made over time. Because over time, it then becomes a routine. So without you realizing it, you're continuing to put yourself in this loop, myself included, everyone included, and it's either going to take you to where you want to go, or it can hinder you from growth, or it can keep you stagnant. It's one big game, and you are the main character. So now, how that also then ties into self-development is because if you understand that every single decision that you make is then what leads to a desired outcome, whether it be good or bad, you then take a moment to ask yourself, what decisions am I making within my life and where are they taking me to? Let me say that again. What decisions are you making within your life and where are they taking you? I had to realize this, and I had to be really honest with myself, because a lot of the time I was telling myself, I'm doing this and it's gonna make me a millionaire, or I'm doing this and it's gonna make me a lot of money. But then did I ever take the time to ask myself, what is actually going to be the outcome? A lot of times I don't really feel like we always look within ourselves for that desired outcome as well as the decision that we make. Because I wouldn't want nobody, just making a decision and then just saying, all right, whatever happens, happens. Or I'm going to just let life take me wherever it takes me. But this journey doesn't then have a destination. And is that destination what you desire? And sometimes that's not always the case. Because sometimes you're going through your story, you're going through your journey, and of course you made the right decisions that you thought were best, you thought about the outcome, and it still does not go the way that you want it to go. In that moment, you have to ask yourself, what is it that I'm going to do next? And I always like asking myself that what's next is so that I do not give myself the opportunity to be complacent. I believe that there's always a next level. I really do. I believe that we're always striving for more. And the level of fulfillment is predicated upon what our goals and dreams are. And the worst thing that I'd personally want you to ever experience is regret. So with that being said, think about that. For this intro to self-development part 2, life is one big game. And what decisions am I making in my life to then live the best game that I possibly can? And if you know that you did everything in your power to then seek a desired outcome and it didn't go that way, at least you can sit back now and say that I gave it everything that I had to give. No regrets. That's the way that I look at it. If this video resonated with you, please like, share, and subscribe. Comment below if you have any questions, comments, or concerns. I promise you there's definitely more to come. And I'm so ecstatic. The book is about to be coming out soon. Website is up and running. Link is in the bio. And merchandise needs to be revamped. And I have to work on that as well. But I just want to say thank you. And I'm more than grateful for all the love.